All right, here we go.
Hello, hello.
Okay, can you move your cup for a second? I can't see.
Yep.
All right, there. I fixed it. No, you can put it back. It's okay.
Sure?
I just couldn't see.
Greetings.
We're doing it. Where the hell did we stop last time? I think we got through actually all like the drama.
I think so too.
But now we're just like in the shit.
Yeah.
Like we did all the work. Now we're just waiting for the payoff, right? Too loud. Oh god, it looks really loud. I can't tell. We'll never
Long
know.
hallway, huh?
It looks loud.
Let's check it out.
Hello, hello.
No, not us. The game.
Let's turn the game down slightly. That.
I don't know. We'll see. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looked familiar. Oh, here we are. An iron grate covered each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
We made a
Then we went to the
fucking
number 6
circle.
door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed
Thanks
through
for
the
this
cargo
recap.
room.
We might actually
Now
have
we're
needed
back
it.
here.
Great.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Huzzah.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
This might all be
Why
the
don't you
same,
just
but
try
that's
pushing
okay.
the button? Yeah.
Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed. We can't make the
works.
elevator joke. There's other men here. The elevator door opened and then eventually shut again.
I think so.
I think it worked.
Yeah.
Has apparently restored power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first. I agree. Let's go.
I
This
forget
is
where
the
the
one-
fuck everyone else is right now, so...
Yeah, this is the one with the sarcophagus, right?
Yes. Sometime
Looks
later,
like it ends here.
Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
They searched around just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
It was
Making-
Nerf.
It was the door.
Or nothing.
I'm making sure that we did this right. Because I was like, wait a minute.
All right, let's open it.
Because this all seems familiar.
Because this is into the...
Should I briefly look at the flow?
We went through 5, 8, and 6,
The
right?
9 door.
I think so.
So, I guess we'll see if it...
Yes. I'm pretty sure we're on the pathway that I want us to be on.
Okay. Spooky.
Shit, I might actually have done this backwards.
Oh, is this the one where you get locked at?
I thought this was the one you're supposed to get first, but I might be wrong.
Part of me was confused because it was the 9
Yeah,
door.
no, I forgot that this is the way to the 9 door.
Right.
I always get this door and the door to the captain's one confused.
Uh-huh. Oh, right. The door to the captain's one is the one that goes to sarcophagus, yeah?
No,
Does this one go to it?
no, it's in
Oh.
here. It's in this room.
Okay. So, will I get a locked ending right now?
No. This
Let's just go.
is
We could
right.
Because I can't make any
I
difference.
hate this game.
I can't make any different choices at this point.
Yeah, it's fine. I fucking hate this game.
I
like-
just go to adventure mode until something different happens.
Yeah, this is probably all gonna be the same.
Alright.
Because we're all gonna lose our
God.
shit.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy. Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What?
There's another
A
9 door.
There's another one. Why? It's
Okay,
nine,
no.
matter how
I'm
you
pretty
look at it.
sure I'm right.
The red is there too.
That we need
So
to do
this
this
is a
one
real
first. And then when the one with all the story choices is
Why
the
hell
true
are there
ending.
2 doors?
Right.
So this is correct.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door.
I like
with
that
an
he
eye on
did
it.
just keep this info to himself though. Like he didn't ever actually say this in at any point in time.
Right.
It is hidden. But
He
an
just
exit
assumed
can be
everyone else
found.
knew that, and then people started killing
Seek a
each
way
other, and
out.
he's just like, well,
Seek a door
Wow.
that carries a 9.
it's not my fault. They're all dumb.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only one. After all, why would there be more than one?
Oh man,
Oh man.
Aw, jeez.
we fell for it. There are 2 doors.
All right. No,
That
my
means that
confidence
the
has
9
been
people
restored.
who met at the central staircase
We
had
did it.
escaped.
I'm
No one
I'm
would be
right.
left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets
I was
are
just very
numbers.
confused for a
1
minute.
through not divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The
I
digital
miss
root of both
VLR.
teams ends up being 9.
Is it better?
It's so much easier to
Take
follow.
1, 2, 7, 8, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, for example.
Because all the
digital
routes
root
are
of
like
both teams
pretty
would be 9.
linear. The only
1, 2, 3,
difficulty
4,
is what
9, and
order
1,
you
5,
have to
6,
do
7,
them.
8. The digital route is still 9.
So
There are
like,
a bunch of combinations
at
that
least
work
you know
and
what you're
all end up
doing.
the same way.
Right.
If one team has the
and it
digital
tells you,
root
and then it goes
defined,
off like, fuck you, you
so
can't do
will.
this yet. And you're like, okay, well, guess I'll
Cool.
start over.
Alrighty.
The answer's simple. From the very beginning.
What is nice that this one only has one of those, though.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate that, but something about the order of going through specific doors just
That's what
fucks
it
with
was
my
meant to be.
brain.
Zero didn't
I don't
lie.
remember what I've
He
done.
never said there'd be only one 9 door, but anyone who'd found themselves
Why do we
in the
still have
game
the-
would have
the
assumed
blueness?
That was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive.
I don't
the other.
know.
Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed, but eventually, they'd reach this very same room. And
I hope it
realize
stays for
how
the rest of the
pointless
game.
all their infighting was. There were 2
Wait, it might
doors.
actually.
There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This no-nuri game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so
Well,
much
there
worse.
there was. People are
There
dead.
was. Yeah.
So,
I mean,
what are we going to
specifically,
do, Junpei?
2 died.
Yeah. If the 9th man, nobody cares, but
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Snake's
Hey,
dead, so...
Together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
I think all of
Our
this for
numbers are
now
1,
is gonna
3,
be
5, and
the
6.
same.
That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait. Don't tell me.
Oh yeah, you
Yep.
wanna ditch your girlfriend?
There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door.
Say again.
Said, do you wanna ditch your girlfriend?
That's
No.
why I'm asking, what now?
What now?
Kill her.
No. We gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay.
Just-
There's no
it's
way
cool.
we'd leave you
Yeah.
behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
Oh wait, hold
Maybe
on.
I'll get to go to Atlanta.
I only get to go to Atlanta.
I fucking love
Uh,
that line
Are
reading.
you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh? Oh, right.
That's just the voice actor. Just,
The voice actor is amazing.
maybe I'll go to Atlanta.
He was like, I
Guys.
have so many lines to
Very
read,
well.
we're gonna make the
Best we
most
head
of
back to
it.
sea deck
We're gonna make
then.
them
We
memes.
should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
That'll give me the opportunity to kill Lotus.
But
Okay, so
even
all of
all
this,
7 of us-
until we
Standing
find the
around
other
here
group,
isn't going
is
to
gonna be the
accomplish
same.
Anything, don't you?
Okay.
Let's find the.
I guess you're
All right, let's.
As the knife
Okay.
ending, specifically.
Huh.
Yeah.
Come to think of it.
Oh yeah,
what
and then he...
is this room? We were so Huh. It looks like it's set up for what
The ritual sacrifice, of course.
What on earth is a
Hey, Junpei! Right, okay.
Hang on. Moment of respect.
Spooky. Spooky. Spooky.
She wants out.
Nah. Snake was in it all along.
Then where's the mummy?
Look, it's...
The mummy's never here. What are we talking about?
Why do you think the mummy's not real?
It might be real. It's not here. It was on the original Titanic, and it's at the bottom of the ocean now.
Obviously this is a replica. He obviously found the mummy.
He got the mummy? Yeah.
No, he did buy the mummy. Remember, Seven told us that story. The same dude that built the Titanic replica also
he
bought the
also
mummy,
bought the
and he
mummy,
hid her in
right.
like the room behind the forest of knowledge or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I guess this isn't really behind a forest of knowledge, so maybe it
No.
was. Okay, so this is the same where they show up
Clover's
and they
gone.
can't find Clover.
What?
Right.
What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You two went into door one.
Yeah,
And I don't
we
think
went through
they
the door together.
ever find
Clover
her
barely
in knife
spoke to her.
ending.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
and shut the door.
Is that the one with like the cage door that comes down?
must have
No,
blocked it with
this
something
is
on
the
the other
the
Waited
crew
for a
quarter,
while,
like the
Clover didn't come
prison.
We called for her, but
Thingy,
she
I
didn't
think.
answer.
So I kicked down
Okay.
the door and we went into the room.
But
Right? One?
was
I
empty.
think so.
Clover wasn't there.
I was
was
like,
a
that's the
door
only thing I
on
can
the
think of with
And it
4
was open.
rooms.
We figured she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Obviously, we didn't find her. You figured that
Don't
much out.
don't ask because
Clover's gone.
it doesn't make
When did this
sense.
happen?
We got here just before you.
you certainly have excellent time.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No.
Fucking
Very
slackers.
well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where things might
She's not
start
here.
diverging.
Okay. This is when he kills Clover.
No, she isn't.
All right, just in case, we should go take a look in the shower room.
Shower room?
That's where her brother is.
Okay, this is now where, because this didn't happen before.
Right.
She knew as Junpei did, there was only one thing to see in the shower room, and it wasn't pleasant.
We might as well check, right? Let's go.
Don't bring your girlfriend, dude.
Good. We can still get in.
We should thank Seven later.
Remember we talked about the rabbits in here? It was very romantic.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, not on this route, I suppose. She's voice was faint. She placed her hands over her mouth. Her face looked a little green.
The smell is horrible.
The stench in the room was almost unbearable. It had grown far more unpleasant since their last visit. If Junpei had eaten a lunch, he would have had difficulty retaining it. He wanted to leave the room as soon as possible, but he had to be sure. The only way to be sure was to check the other side of the
Let's
divider.
check the back.
Or
just to be
call
sure.
for her, like a normal person. Not a weakly as he headed around the divider. He stopped the corner and turned his head.
No, she's not here.
As he'd expected, Clover was nowhere to be seen. The only thing on the other side of the divider was a dead body lying in a reddish-brown puddle of dry and drying blood.
Snake, just where did your sister go?
Junpei whispered to what once was Snake. He'd asked rhetorically, of course, as there was no way he'd get an answer. He gave a deep, at least I fucking hope
Snake
not.
goes, "Oh, she's in the bathroom."
He gave a deep
Such a
sigh.
horrible way to go. The skull shattered, the left arm's hideously twisted.
It's actually not a horrible way to go. It'd probably be relatively painless to have your head exploded.
I think it's in your stomach.
Yeah, but if your
I mean,
skull
just saying.
like exploded, I feel like you wouldn't have a whole lot of time to experience anything
Yeah.
painful.
Wait,
The bright white of the ulna was clearly visible through the remains of skin and muscle. Bright white
It's fake.
ulna.
bones.
Pieces fell into place. Junpei remembered something Clover had told him in the laboratory.
My brother's left arm is...
Oh, does he have
it's
like a
not
fake arm?
normal person's
She told you
arm.
this already.
The accident hurt him really bad.
Of course. Of course. Why didn't I realize it earlier?
Clover had told Junpei that Snake's left arm was prosthetic.
Right.
That the left arm of the corpse behind the divider was quite clearly a real human arm, or at least it had been once.
Gasp.
That meant the corpse.
Jumpy?
June's unsure voice at Junpei's sudden strange behavior drew his attention back to her.
Oh, sorry for making you wait. Let's go.
I won't tell you though.
Yeah.
Junpei and June headed back towards the large hospital room. They stepped through the door and out of the shower room. But did you notice something weird?
What? The fact that that's clearly not his corpse, which is what I said immediately.
Well, okay, that too, but we didn't go to the laboratory on this route, I don't think.
Did we?
Did we not? We went, or, oh wait, no we did,
We
sorry.
did.
I always thought that one I get confused with the conversation that you interrupt, Seven interrupts with the experiment, where she starts talking about the word experiment, and it's weird. But you're right, that was in the laboratory, once you free her from her little self-imposed
Cage thing.
prison.
Yeah, that was the one we did during this route.
This game I have so much less of an encyclopedic memory for than, like, VLR.
Well, also because, like, it gives you the skips, and you have to go through the whole route again to, like, make it happen. So
Right.
it's like, oh, I heard this earlier.
I'm like, I don't
did
remember.
I?
Where was I? You didn't show me a background.
Yeah.
We could be anywhere.
Yeah.
We reached the stairs when Seven appeared, breathless and yelling.
Junpei! June! Where were you guys?
Looking at the body, he looked pale and his face was drawn. Something terrible had happened. Junpei's breath caught in his throat.
Did something happen?
Seven drew a shaking hand across his face and gulped down a breath of air.
Clover is dead.
Oh no, knife ending.
In the first class bathroom.
Oh shit.
Well. Everyone's just here. Same. All sound ceased for Junpei. The world was an empty, muffled expanse.
Why kill Clover though?
Then he began to hear his own breathing. Aww. June's mouth moved, but he heard nothing. Nice news, Junpei. She tried once more, and then her energy was gone. She collapsed against the wall. He could have helped her, but he hadn't, and now she was dead.
'Cause she gets him to 5. And there's no other match to get to 4. So, like, if you're trying to get to 9, right?
Yeah, yes.
So, who benefits from killing her? I do. So is this to frame me? Because that doesn't make any sense. Because I would need the 9th man's bracelet. I don't. They can search me and easily see that I
So
don't.
it might be related to something else?
Yeah.
So he stood there, frozen in place.
Clover. Clover, why? Why did this happen?
He forced his body to move.
Maybe she went axe crazy.
Yeah, this was where's her axe? Each step felt like another nail pounded into his heart. Well, actually, I don't think anybody went through that room, did they? Because...
Maybe not. Was that one of the last rooms you could go through?
Yeah. So I don't think anybody went to the captain's quarters. He knelt and placed 3 fingers against Clover's neck. Pretty sure she's dead, dude. No pulse, no breath. She was still warm and her eyes were closed peacefully. It would have been easy to think she was asleep.
Except for the blood.
Easy if were not for the slowly expanding puddle of blood beneath her. He traced its source to her back. A gash just behind her shoulder blade. Was the weapon a knife? They'd taken it when they left. He closed his eyes and he saw Clover smile.
Clover.
Oh no!
Oh no, her innocent smile of an axe murderer.
She was not an axe murderer. She didn't have an axe.
Yeah, you're right.
He
The
would
axe
never
was actually...
see her axe again.
Her axe was actually a cursed weapon. Completely out of character.
Yeah, no, it was actually, it possessed her.
Murder
She was
hobo.
not...
The axe was a stand?
He could have done something. He could have helped her. His stomach twisted itself into a sickening knot.
Let's get out of here, June.
Oh,
Stop
no.
taking your girlfriend to see all the dead bodies.
Wait, quick. Break her arms. See if she's got prosthetic
Did she have
arm.
fake arms? Was she snake the whole time?
Yeah.
Junpei lifted a limp June from the floor and carried her from the bathroom. She's just having a day.
Limp noodle.
Look, man, she's sick.
Are
She
you
just saw
alright?
2 dead bodies in the span
Yeah.
of like 15 minutes.
And then we're gonna open the sarcophagus. It's gonna be Snake. And he's like, "Where's my sister?" It's
We're
like,
gonna be
she
like,
killed
"Ooh."
herself, I guess. With a knife to the back.
It was a foolish question, and he knew it.
Yes. I think so.
Her voice was weak. The fever had gone down, but the emotional scars she'd received were not likely to recede as quickly.
Not likely.
Junpei laid his hand on her shoulder and they walked back to the bedroom.
You should get some rest. Here, the bed. Can you
Okay,
sit?
just take a nap.
Yes.
She nodded once and stared at the floor.
No one's concerned where Ace is.
There were 4 others in the room. Oh, no, he's here.
He's
we
here,
just
yeah.
didn't show. Ace, Lotus, Santa, and 7. They all stared at nothing, their faces drawn and tired. After a while, they drifted into the bathroom to see Clover's corpse themselves.
He wasn't here when we arrived, was he?
I think it just didn't show him.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know, maybe 7 found him after. Once everyone was back in the bedroom, Junpei walked slowly to the center of it and looked around as the
Who
slumped
was the
figures.
first to find the body?
Me.
7 spoke from behind Junpei. He turned around. 7's hand was up.
Why did you come to this room?
To look for Clover. Why else? I found her body in the bathroom. As soon as I did, I ran outside. I got to the top of the stairs by the casino and yelled as loud as I could. Hey, guys! I found her, but it's bad. She's in the bathroom in the first-class cabin. Come quick! Or something like that.
I didn't think to apply medical attention immediately.
No, she was super
Then I
dead,
went
bro.
back to the bathroom. Ace, Santa, and Lotus showed up real soon after that. But I guess you two hadn't heard me or something because you didn't show.
We were
So I took
far.
off down the stairs to look for you. After that, I mean, you know the rest, right?
Junpei nodded and closed his eyes. There was one more thing he needed to ask.
Seven. There's one more thing I'm worried about.
What?
You stuck one of those plates in between the door and the frame, right? Why did you do that?
Come on, didn't I already tell you that? I did it so that the door wouldn't lock. So we could come back to this room? Oh. You think I did it?
Well, I don't know. That kind of depends on what you say, doesn't it?
Oh shit,
Crying
Junpei.
out loud.
Seven sighed and shook his head.
Follow me.
There were 2 doors. He opened the one on the right.
A closet?
Yeah.
Seven stepped inside. He stood in front of one of the shelves that filled it and gestured towards a small box. The box was a small metal cube.
Alright, the safe.
Yeah, we
This is
just
the reason.
didn't.
This safe. We couldn't open it when we were getting through this room. I figured there might be something pretty important in it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I figured eventually we might figure out what the numbers are for the safe. And if we did, I didn't want to screw around with door 5 again. So I put the plate in the exit door so we could get back in that way. You get it now?
Incredibly logical.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
makes sense. Junpei nodded and looked at the safe. He grabbed the handle and shook it.
Figured it
Like
wouldn't
an
open.
idiot.
I mean, worth a shot.
Huh? This is
Just underneath the safe was a pile of fine reddish-brown powder.
rust.
Junpei stared at it,
If there's
considering.
rust here, that means has someone opened the safe?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's where the
Junpei left the closet.
knife? No, the knife was in the kitchen. We used the knife.
Yes. Seven followed him back to the bedroom.
Huh?
Ace, huh?
Huh?
Why are we sad about her dying?
It's cold and quiet.
Who's dead?
June's sleeping. I don't know how she could sleep at a time like this. They sat frozen in place by shock and grief and fatigue. The room felt tiny and oppressive, and the thick metallic smell of blood filled the room. Junpei turned and headed for the living room. Anything to get out of there.
Nobody here shares information with the group.
Yeah,
It's
that's
real
not.
dumb. Like, I feel like at this point you go, oh, hey, by the way, we found the 9 doors, in case that hadn't been, like, communicated.
Well-
Oh, also, Deuces up there.
Well,
not
now
really
you
bad.
have a problem.
I mean, yeah, somebody murdered her. Obviously, that's a concern here. But you could be like, hey, Deuce is upstairs. That's not his corpse. So,
We gotta take a moment. We gotta take a minute.
Maybe there's another clue.
somebody check her for a bracelet? Probably
Anything that
not.
might lead us to discover who stabbed Clover.
Quickly as they could, they searched around and under the beds and in corners. His eyes caught on the door. Door that led to the passageway of door number 5.
Behind this door, the ninth man's body is behind there. Maybe I
Oh.
should have another look at
Oh,
it.
hang
Just in
on.
case.
Quietly pushed open the door.
Ugh.
The smell hit him like a blow to the
Oh,
face.
the hell? This smell is...
Yeah, he vomit.
Yeah.
Acid boiled up from the base of his stomach, churning what little food was there into a violent froth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and he lost it. Oh, and he vomited. Ew, okay, ew, thank you, ew,
Ugh.
Didn't need that.
thank you. I mean,
Okay.
probably same, but... Yeah, okay, we're getting more gross.
It was pooled like
Oh, it's an egg
ketchup.
yolk. It's an egg
Oh,
yolk prepared sunny
great.
side up. We keep with the food analogies.
More food. Yeah.
His glasses, bloodstains. Oh,
It's gone. His bracelet.
he's
It was right
thinking.
next to
Yeah.
the glasses.
But now it's gone.
But why?
Turning it over when he heard Seven's voice.
Where'd Junpei go?
Why you want to know?
Oh, there you are. Were you looking for something in the hallway?
Seven looked up as Junpei entered the room.
Yeah.
Did you find something?
Nope.
No.
Technically wasn't a lie. He hadn't found anything. In a way, in fact, that was the problem. Something he'd expected to find hadn't been there. The ninth man's bracelet.
Again, something you'd bring up immediately, because otherwise people would suspect you of taking it. Just
Yeah.
be like, hey guys,
I just went to look for the bracelet. And
it's
it's
not there. Let's search everyone immediately.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, alright. Everyone put your fucking hands up. You can search me first. But, you know.
What's up?
Well, I wanted you to take a look at something.
What is it?
Seven had led Junpei back to the
Clover.
bathroom. He felt his heart flip and then fall, something between a sigh and a groan.
What was it you wanted to show me?
Voice was hollow.
I searched Clover's body again. A real shame. She was stabbed once in the back, probably by a knife or something. And
I
found
wouldn't know. I've never
this.
experienced that. Then knelt down and flipped open her right hand.
What?
She was holding a piece of
I
paper.
haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know? Basic
What
stuff.
a
I'm a
cop
detective.
move, yeah.
Well, I
Cop.
did borrow one thing.
What?
He wasn't sure what that meant, but it likely didn't matter. The paper was more important.
I'm opening it.
He picked it up and carefully opened it. There were 2 sentences written on it.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What the fuck? Yes, this is a sentence that we would write in normal English.
What is this? Some kind of secret code?
Someone peered over Junpei's shoulder at the note. Junpei stepped away from Clover's body, because it's gross,
Yeah.
and into the living room. Let's get the hell out of there. He began to pace, attempting to decode the note.
Code.
First clue was likely the phrase sinister hand. Sinister hand means...
Left hand.
Sinister was a term used in heraldry that meant to the left of the bearer of a coat
I'm
of
actually
arms.
impressed. Like, I don't know.
That I knew that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why...
Not surprised, just impressed.
Yeah, that's why, like... I'm not sure why Sinister became associated with, like, meaning evil, but, is why, like, left-handed people were treated, like, of the devil. It's spooky or otherwise evil. And then Sinister became associated with that, or
Left hand.
maybe it was the other way around, but...
The left hand. What does the left hand mean?
He looked at his own left arm.
Ah,
The bracelet
Does
on his
the
wrist.
darkness of the sinister hand have something to do with the bracelet?
He examined the bracelet closely.
There's 2 things sticking out on either side of the face. The left and right sides of the face. Left and right. Left and right. Right and left. Truth is gone. Truth gone.
Truth. Gone. Maybe those 2 words.
I mean, I think it's the third one.
What else could gone and truth mean? Truth, of course, means something that is correct, something that's fact. In other words, something that is right. You could then safely assume that gone means left. After all, after someone left, they were gone. But in this case, they clearly refer to their directional homonyms. Then truth equals right, and gone equals left.
Junpei looked at the bracelet again.
The left and right of the bracelet. These 2 things sticking out.
Can you type in buttons to unhook the bracelet from you?
So if I...
Press them in the following order. Get fucked.
So, yeah.
Yeah, truth had gone, truth is gone, truth is gone. And then...
Okay.
one after another, 8 numbers flashed on, then off of the face of Junpei's bracelet.
Wait, did it just...
He checked one more time to be sure.
How did she find this information?
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
So 14, 38, 34, 21.
Huh? Hey, what are those numbers?
Alright, everyone else try it. Do we all get different results?
I'm so bad at communicating.
You had no idea what they were. I mean, to be fair, we don't know the answer to that question.
Try the safe.
Because besides, he was sure he would forget the numbers and the order they came in if he said anything. Junpei's just me. Me. Big ass mood.
It's 14, 34, 38, 21.
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4,
33,
2,
34.
1.
Oh. Muttering the numbers to himself over and over, Junpei headed towards the bedroom. Don't worry, he's
1,
got
4,
it.
3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1,
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1,
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
1438341.
This is me doing literally anything that had to do with numbers. All right, put it in. Had somebody figured it out.
Probably just by fiddling with the bracelet.
Honestly, me, I would. If I would just start pushing. Oh, shit.
Oh, huh.
1 to the right, 4 to the left.
That's not how these sort of
They
save combinations
should work, but
should
whatever.
work.
We're gonna pretend it's a locker.
They're like 3 or 4, usually.
Well, this is
And-
complex.
Oh,
Finished.
bingo. I knew it was for this.
Small telltale sound of a lock opening. He grabbed the handle, took a deep breath, and pulled it up.
Oh, is this some sort of note?
Inside was a piece of paper. It was roughly the same size as the one Clover had been
Let's
holding.
see.
Jimmy picked it up. This is what it said. Fact 1. The Nonary game was played once before, 9 years ago. Fact 2. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. Fact 3. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle Pharmaceuticals CEO, Gentaro Hongo. Cradle Pharmaceuticals Chief of Staff, Nagisa
So
Nijisaki.
that's probably number 9.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals R&D Supervisor, Teruaki Kubota. Majority shareholder in Cradle Pharmaceuticals, Kagechika Musashido.
Okay.
I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved, I now state the truth. 0. Junpei left the closet. There were 5 people waiting for him in the bedroom. Ace, Lotus, Santa, Seven, and June. He looked at each one of them in turn and then slowly placed his hands in the pocket of his vest.
Sorry, but do you think you could all come with me?
Come with you.
I want all of you to go to the big hospital room.
Why?
There's something I want to be sure of.
What do you want to be sure of?
I want to know if the person I suspect is really the culprit.
Oh.
Wait.
Junpei's gonna
Then
get his
you're
cool
saying-
Sherlock
Yeah.
Holmes
I
moment.
think I've got it figured out. I know who killed Snake and Clover.
The atmosphere in the room changed. Grief was suddenly gone, replaced by a tension like a strap of leather stretched to its limit. 5 sets of eyes stared at Junpei. Pretended not to notice.
Anyway, if you could all please move to the big hospital room. I'll explain everything as soon as we get there.
Then almost as if on cue, the bell began to ring. They all heard it. It was the bell from the clock in the main staircase.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bell rang
It's 5
5
o'clock.
times. We've only got an
We
hour
don't have a lot of
left.
time left. Let's go. Actually, before we get started, I was hoping you could do something.
Don't cut
Ace,
off the voice
Seven,
acting.
What's that?
Lotus, could you please place your palms on the red?
Hmm?
Huh?
Why? If we need to get to the shower room, why don't
Why?
No, we're not going inside. Once you've authenticated, step away from the door.
Why?
Please, just do it. Or perhaps you don't want to know who killed Snake and Clover.
Junpei's implication was clear and Seven understood perfectly.
Fine.
What about you, Ace? Lotus?
Very well.
Sure.
Quickly they pressed their palms. Once they had finished, they stepped away from the door.
I have this idea. I don't think this device responds to a hand placed on it.
There we go.
Instead,
Now
it
he's being a
reacts to the
smart
bracelet
boy.
being brought close.
Mhm.
You don't actually need a hand.
Junpei approached it and he held his bracelet over the scanner. He made quite sure he didn't place his palm on it and instead only brought his bracelet near it. The 4th asterisk appeared.
I knew it.
Just as Junpei had expected, it was possible to authenticate without placing one's palm on the red so long as the bracelet was brought near it. Junpei pulled the lever down. Door 3 opened like a hungry mouth. 9 long seconds. Door shut, unfed. Junpei walked slowly back to the others, who were waiting some distance from the door talking to one another. Santa and June had joined them as well.
Huh?
Looked as though they hadn't found a chance to break into the conversation yet. As Junpei approached, they turned to look at him, curiosity playing on their faces. Before long, the other 3 did as well.
What was that about?
How should I know?
Ace just,
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Thanks. I appreciate your cooperation.
I do like that it just cuts to him saying nothing.
Yeah,
Clearly they hope
just
for something more forthcoming. He continued.
By the way, Ace, would you mind if I asked you something?
Why'd you do it?
What is it?
Do you know who I am?
What? What kind of question?
Just answer it, please. Who am I?
You're Junpei, of course. Who else would you be?
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa.
What?
His voice was full of surprise, but it was also tinged with confusion and fear. Everyone else looked nearly as surprised. Dude, we're doing a thing. Santa looked especially shocked to discover he was actually someone else. If he spoke, however, the trap would be exposed. Junpei quickly continued.
The clothes I'm wearing, I borrowed from Junpei. And the clothes he's wearing are mine. We had a little swap.
That's ridiculous. Impossible.
So, you're saying I'm not Santa?
Of course you aren't.
Why? What makes you so sure I'm not Santa?
If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 equals 19. 1 plus 9 would be 10. The digital route would be 1.
Oh, okay. Go take.
Briefly have to step away, sorry.
Alright, well at least we got the stream problems figured out. That's good. Oops, sorry. I made the thing go away.
But the 4 of
Oh
us
shit.
just opened door
Stop
3.
talking. Yeah, I don't know what was going on Friday, but when I started trying at 8, like, the internet was just, like, not having it. So, you know, I did a lot of testing over the weekend and on Monday, and we entertained the idea of, like, swapping our stream setups if we had, or, like, you know, our PC setups if we had to, but it looks like it was just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Glitch is not it, but it's close enough. Looks like it was just like a glitch, so it's all good, and hopefully we won't have any more problems while we're here. But yeah, so we're doing this tonight, and then Friday we'll make up that Just Chatting stream. So I'm actually not nervous about it, but you know, I want it to go well, and I haven't done a stream, you know, with like a full just face cam setup for a while, so it's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry, I really try not to stream on Tuesdays, but I was hoping that we were going to be able to do this tomorrow, but we ended up actually having something come up tomorrow night that we're gonna go do, so we ended up having to do it tonight instead. And I was just glad we could squeeze it in, because I really want to finish this before he gets too busy and forgets all of this shit. But it's all good. I don't know. Try not to get shy when I'm here by myself, but the song's a banger. I'm excited. I really haven't played the end of this game in so long, and I'm still watching Lucachin's playthrough of VLR, and I forgot just how much I enjoy VLR. Like, I'm really excited to get to it. Oh, he's coming back. We'll stop talking about VLR now.
No.
Hi. Scooting back over. Sorry.
You good?
This was the problem with putting the PC on the floor. It's a little tight.
A little bit, but it's alright.
That's okay. Oh,
Yes, that's the reason I know that you're not Santa. Not because you don't look anything like
He's
him,
just a math boy.
but because the door wouldn't have opened. Ha ha!
You can't possibly be Santa. Your bracelet number isn't 3.
It's 5, right?
Only then, when it was too late, did Ace realize his mistake. He set his jaw and glared at Junpei.
You're exactly right. My bracelet number is 5.
As he spoke, Junpei lifted his wrist up to show everyone the bright red
Sorry, Ace.
5. Sorry, that's blue.
Of course, I'm not really Santa. I'm Junpei.
You idiot.
You fool.
Possibly think I was. It's obvious I'm not. To think I was? Ridiculous. But I guess you couldn't see just how obvious it was.
Damn, really
I asked you
laying it
before,
on.
Didn't I? what makes you so sure I'm not Santa? And you answered. If you were Santa, then door 3 wouldn't have opened for us just now. Most people wouldn't say something like that. The first thing that would come to anyone else's mind wouldn't be the bracelet number. There'd only be one thing they'd say. One sentence. You don't have his face.
That's not what most
That's
people
not-
would say.
they-
It would be, you look nothing
Yeah.
like him.
It's same sentiment,
Same
but we had
vibe.
to say it like this to get
You
the point
don't
across.
have his face.
Ace, you have prosopagnosia. Am I right?
Don't make fun of his disability. Junpei's voice was quiet and calm. He knew the truth. So did Ace.
Prosopagnosia?
The others looked confused.
What's that?
No clue.
Prosopagnosia is
Yeah, but just give them the same explanation. Heard Lotus begin to explain. Ace glanced at them, then turned back.
Very well. I confess. I have prosopagnosia.
I also killed
I
3
cannot
people.
differentiate human faces. Is that what this was about? You want to mock me for my disorder?
Thanks for outing me
no,
in front of
not at all.
everyone.
No, not at all.
No,
You're
we're not
murdering.
mocking you. It is
Not at all.
hilarious.
In fact, I feel kind of bad for you. No, the reason I brought this up is that there's an excellent chance the person who killed Snake has prosopagnosia.
Ace's face tightened, his eyes narrowed.
What do you mean?
Junpei leaned casually against the iron piping of one of the beds, which seems
I'll
like
just come right out with
difficult.
it. I think it was you, Ace. You killed him.
Junpei was suddenly very aware of 5 pairs of eyes on him. He had their undivided attention now. The room had grown very, very quiet. Junpei took a deep breath.
That's ridiculous. What possible evidence do you...
I have 3 pieces of evidence. The first, think back to a few hours ago. You made us argue over the 3 doors.
I like
here in the big
Junpei's
hospital.
real Sherlock Holmes moment here.
Yeah.
There was no way all 7 people could go through them. Lotus suggested that we sacrifice one of us.
Lotus looked away awkwardly. Junpei glanced at her and
Then
continued.
You, Ace, said, I'll stay here. Why would you say something like that? It's pretty simple, really. You didn't want us to see the dead body in the shower room. You see, if Ace stayed behind, there were only 2 doors the rest of us could go through. Doors 7 and 8. There was no way we could get through door 3, the shower room. You knew that, didn't you, Ace? That's why you volunteered to stay behind.
Gonna really fucked her shit up when I wanted to go with my girlfriend.
I can understand if you're jealous of my bravery, but please don't devalue my actions. I only wanted to save the rest of you. Surely you can understand my altruism.
Surely you can
Altruism.
understand.
Huh.
Bullshit. Junpei stared off into the darkness as something very interesting and lazily began to dig a persistent bit of wax out of his ear.
So anime.
I know, it's so
Didn't
great.
you? You knew that whichever doors we took, eventually we'd end up back in the big hospital room.
What on earth are you saying? Of course I
Junpei
didn't
trying
know
way
that.
too hard to be a
How could I
Danganronpa
have?
protagonist right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Pleading was not something they'd heard from Ace before, and it was ugly. Junpei pulled the piece of wax from his ear, glanced at it, and flicked it off into the darkness like a lunatic.
I've still got 2
That's
more
cool.
pieces of evidence
Okay.
that say you're the killer. The second is that, as I said earlier, you have prosopagnosia.
Then you mean to imply that a person who can't distinguish human faces
Wow.
must be a bad person? Junpei, they call that prejudice.
No, I am not that stupid.
Then why?
Well, before I explain, I suppose there's something I should tell you. The corpse in the shower room. It's not Snake's.
What?
Ace's face went pale. The others looked confused as well. If the body wasn't
I didn't
Snake.
put it together right away, but there was something Clover told me. She said that Snake's left arm was prosthetic. He'd lost his real arm
Just
in an
go with
accident,
me on this
but
one.
the
I
body
know
we
Yeah,
saw
that we
believe
can't
me.
verify
Let's
it.
call him Guy X. Guy X's
We love
left
Guy
arm
X.
is
Stan Guy
definitely
X.
Flesh and blood. In other words,
It had a
Guy
bony
X
protrusion.
couldn't possibly have been Snake.
Ew.
Oh god. No. That's impossible.
Ace had started muttering deliriously to himself, shaking his head back and forth. Not a good look.
Yeah.
Junpei was long past
Let's
caring.
say, hypothetically, that the killer didn't have prosopagnosia. If that were the case, he would immediately realize that Guy X wasn't Snake. Even if the clothes were the same as Snake's, their faces would be completely different. It would have been obvious they were different people. And yet, they still killed him. Why? Why would they kill a stranger who'd only just shown up? On the other hand, if the killer did have prosopagnosia, it makes sense. They thought Guy X was Snake and killed him.
Wait just a moment. Let's say you're right, and I mistook Guy X for Snake.
Dude, don't even go down
If I
this
did,
road.
I would have had no motive to kill him. Why would I want to kill Snake?
I can think of at least 2 motives. 1, Snake knew about your past. If he ever revealed what he knew, that would have been really bad for you. You really didn't want that to happen. So to make sure Snake's mouth stayed shut, You killed him. 2. Snake had a grudge against you.
damn.
You knew that. Or at least you could have easily assumed he did. Even without exposing your identity, he was a threat to you. You never knew when you might be attacked. You couldn't ever let your guard down. Every moment was a moment he might try something. You didn't want that kind of danger hanging over you. So you...
He implied that he could take me in a fight, so that means he could take you.
Yeah.
For the first time since the beginning of Junpei's explanation, someone besides
What's
Ace
the
spoke.
past that Ace wouldn't want us to know?
Please
Why
out
did
it.
Snake have a grudge against him?
Look at this.
He handed Santa a small piece of paper.
What's this piece of paper?
Santa squinted at the paper and began to
The
read.
nonary game was played once before 9 years ago. The person with the number 2 bracelet attended the game 9 years ago. It was planned by the following 4 people. Cradle
Okay, I didn't realize they were
Pharmaceuticals.
gonna read the whole. Okay, they're not gonna read the whole thing.
Is this?
Just the important part. Slowly, Santa looked up from the paper. His eyes met
It's the
Junpei's.
message from Zero. It was in the safe in the first-class cabin.
Then suddenly,
Give me a break!
oh shit, he's losing it. Ace's face was red and shaking, and his voice was full of fury, tinged with desperation.
That paper is a lie! Someone is trying to frame me!
Me. You said me, right?
Junpei's eyes narrowed and the trap began to close. Ace inhaled sharply. His eyes flicked off of Junpei to something, anything else.
Oh,
Wouldn't that
I
mean
mean
you're
someone.
admitting you're Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Or am I mistaken?
Which you already told someone else earlier today.
yeah.
It was as though a switch had been flipped. The color drained from Ace's face, and as he realized what he'd done, his eyes went wide.
Very well. I admit that much. I am certainly the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceutical, Gentaro Hongo. So what if I am? I don't know anything about this nonary game that supposedly took place 9 years ago.
Supposedly, and when I was there, I have an alibi because I wasn't kidnapping kids or whatever. That
Yeah.
wasn't me.
Everything
I
on that
didn't
scrap of
drug
paper is
children and
bullshit.
put them on a boat.
Someone is trying to set me up, you see? First of all,
He stammered as he tried desperately to work himself to a more tenable position.
I like
Damn.
that phrasing.
Yeah.
hey, you're claiming I did this all by myself. Think that over, all right? How could I have killed Snake all by myself?
Not Snake. It was Guy X.
Yeah,
I
stop
don't
calling
care
him
who
that.
it was. You said the killer
That's like
put
the
this other
smug-
man into
not
door
Snake.
3, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe.
Then I couldn't have
Yeah,
possibly
maybe.
done that alone. I couldn't have opened door 3 with only
Junpei's a
myself
little
and
shit.
Guy X.
Nope. You could have.
Huh?
Ace's face was tight and his teeth were clenched. Junpei fixed him with a level stare. The trap was about to close.
Oh,
Actually, Ace, when you were unconscious, I took something from you. Remember when you were injected with that anesthetic and fell asleep in the big hospital room? Yeah, back then, I took this.
Junpei put his hand into his pocket.
No,
Trolled.
you couldn't have.
As Ace's right hand moved. Got him.
I
Junpei
got you,
smiled.
Ace. Your right hand there tells me all I needed to know.
You
Tell
fool!
me what you were so worried about. What's in your pocket? It's the number 9
It's such
bracelet.
a giant
isn't it?
big brain play.
It
by
is.
Junpei. This entire thing.
yeah, when you were unconscious, I stole it off your body. And he goes, no, I have it right here.
You're like, yeah, you do. Good job.
Good job.
Ace, Guy X, and the 9th man's bracelet. That was all you needed to open door 3.
Ah, in case you hadn't
That's
figured
how
it
you
out.
killed Guy X all by yourself, Ace. All you needed was the number 9 bracelet in your chest pocket.
He lowered his hand from where it had stopped halfway to his pocket. Like an idiot. He looked down at the floor, his face hidden from Junpei. All he could see was the corner of Ace's mouth, twitching like a dying
If you want
fish.
to play innocent, that's fine by me. Go ahead, tell me. I don't have the bracelet, if that's what you want to do. But if you could take off your coat and hand it to me, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll have to take it from you by force. Right, 7?
Yeah, it'd be my pleasure.
Careful, he's armed.
Yeah. Devin cracked his knuckles with a sound like gunfire. Uh-oh. He's losing it. It's a good villain laugh. Ace roared with laughter. He threw his arms wide and his head back and laughed, filling the room with a sound that scarcely belonged there. Then it stopped. His arms came down and his head dropped to look straight ahead at Junpei. Oh, shit!
Ah, villain reveal.
His face was flat and cold, devoid of any emotion.
Well done, Junpei. As you so correctly deduced, I have the number 9 bracelet. I retrieved it while we were searching for the missing hardware for the red. I left the room I was supposed to search and headed to the first-class
I
cabin.
do like this spray where he just looks so much more evil. His voice showed no emotion, no sense of remorse or interest. It was almost bored, as though he were reciting an especially dull corporate letter.
My purpose was to obtain the number 9 bracelet. 9 is a potent ally in the nonary game. Adding 9 to any set of numbers won't alter the digital root.
Did you try to do this math?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hang on, they're gonna do it for you several times. Okay.
9.
He
is a
said
very
all of them,
useful
we just
number.
stopped listening.
Yeah.
With it, one can go anywhere. With anyone. It is, I suppose you could say, a game changer. So I made for the first-class cabin to obtain it. In mere moments, I successfully acquired the number 9
I
bracelet.
did throw
There
up in
was
the hallway.
also an unexpected bonus. The knife the 9th man had used.
Oh, that's right, he did have a knife.
Oh, right.
I quickly pocketed
That's
both
where
of
the
them
knife
and
came
left.
from.
Right.
I made my way back to where I was expected to be. That's when I ran into Snake. Well, this guy X, actually. I spotted him ahead of me. He was heading for the large hospital room and hadn't noticed me. The man wearing Snake's clothes arrived at door 3. When he stopped, I walked up behind him and called out, "Snake." He turned around.
Oh. Same.
He said nothing. His mouth simply hung half open. He seemed dazed somehow, almost like a man half asleep. Perhaps he had been drugged. It wasn't important. I tend to gloss over little things like that.
Not important.
I was
I work at a
certain that man was
pharmaceuticals
Snake.
company, everyone's
I knew
drugs.
Snake had taken part in the nonary game 9 years ago. Being blind, it made sense that he didn't recognize me immediately upon our first meeting. But why then hadn't Snake said anything to me later? Surely he hadn't forgotten what had happened to him in the nonary game. But not once did he attempt to confront me. Did his lack of sight prevent him from fully recognizing who I was? Or perhaps Snake had conspired with Zero to deceive me. Regardless, he was a threat, and it was better to deal with him sooner rather than later. I had to get rid of him before he took action. With quick thinking, my plan went into motion
With
immediately.
quick thinking, even though I totally just killed a blind guy.
I held the number 9 bracelet over the red. I waved my own bracelet in front of the red, and then grabbed Snake's arm and shoved his hand against the scanner panel. The door opened. I threw the man through it.
Oh no.
9 seconds later, the door shut.
He didn't get up or anything in that 9 seconds.
Well, if he was just a random guy, he probably didn't know how to
81
play the
seconds
game.
passed.
Oops. The man inside the door passed away.
After that, I returned to my post as though nothing had happened. After conducting my own search, I returned to
I
the
did
large
search, by the
hospital
way.
room when the 1 a.m. bell rang.
His eyes were cold, his cheeks were hollow and pallid. When he spoke, only his lips and tongue moved. The rest of his face was eerily still. Junpei glared at Ace. He took a deep breath and thought about the next question he had to ask. He didn't want to. He knew what the answer would be. He just didn't want to hear it. Junpei swallowed and then spoke.
Ace, did you kill Clover?
Yes,
Why? Why did you kill her?
she was Snake's sister. It was possible he had told her something dangerous. Additionally, she had gone through door 1. It seemed likely she might have found it.
Found what?
Why don't you go through door 1 yourself? Perhaps it's hidden somewhere.
Seven and Lotus interrupted.
Yeah, but Lotus and I went through door 1 too.
We didn't see anything suspicious.
Yes. I thought as much after I heard your report at the central stairs.
Is
I doubt
door
the
1
two
though?
of you could find it.
Hmm?
Huh?
But perhaps Clover was different. Perhaps she had found it. I was therefore desperate.
Oh wait,
to
maybe?
find her.
No.
And at last I did. In the first
God, I wish I
class
remembered which
cabin.
door was which. Hang on, I'm looking up what's door 1, because I don't
spoke
remember.
very
Is that the final destination?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the submarine door?
No.
Did you see it?
See what?
Don't act as if you don't understand. You were in the captain's quarters, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the captain's quarters
What
is
are you
door 1.
talking about?
When they said 4, I thought it was the crew quarters,
Very
but that's
well.
door whatever it is.
By
3
the
or
way,
the other one.
what are you doing here?
2.
What? Nothing.
There's blood on your shoes. It looks fresh. Did you go take a look at the 9th man's corpse? I see. Your silence suggests that you noticed. You saw something, didn't you?
Ah.
You saw that his bracelet was gone.
I did now. She made for the exit, but Ace stood in her way.
You aren't going anywhere.
Caught her by her collar as she passed and threw her to the floor hard.
You're staying here.
Stab.
She leapt back up and darted past him into the hallway. Ace followed at a run.
Don't you run, little girl.
Alright, way to make yourself sound mad creepy. Oh.
Alright.
Well, she didn't go in this room. She didn't know the layout. She didn't know she was running into a
That was how I
bathroom.
killed Clover.
His face hadn't changed. If he felt guilt or remorse or anything one might feel after taking the life of another human being, it didn't show.
You son of a bitch!
Seven's whole body trembled with rage and his voice rumbled with hate. Santa's eyes were bloodthirsty and Lotus's and June's faces were distorted by anger and hatred.
Whatever.
Ace looked at them and smiled. It was a cold, cruel thing with no humor in it. He shook his head and sighed.
I admit it. I've lost. I have lost. Completely and utterly.
JK, I still have a knife.
Don't misunderstand, Junpei. I didn't lose to you. I lost to Zero. Not you.
You
I'm
kind
rather
of lost to
disgusted
me.
with myself for falling into such a simple trap. I looked the fool. And it was a trap. Make no mistake. I was trapped and manipulated by Zero. The man I killed in the shower room, if he wasn't Snake, then I have no idea who he was. But he was wearing Snake's clothes. And that was no coincidence. He had also been injected with something that reduced his cognition and prevented him from identifying himself or resisting me. And we can't forget the components that were removed from the red before we arrived. I have no doubt that Zero planned all of this. Zero made sure I would kill that man.
Okay,
It
not an
follows,
excuse.
Of course, that Zero knew everything I would do. That I would try to take the number 9 bracelet.
Is
that I
this
would
your
try to kill Snake.
defense? Because
Everything.
No, I think he just means I've been played
yeah,
fully.
I've been fucking played.
So I guess Zero's just way better than me.
Shit. Suddenly, Junpei remembered the paper he'd found in the safe. He remembered the last words Zero had written on it. I must punish them for the innocent lives they sacrificed.
So the dude who blew up was one of those 4, obviously.
Probably. This is the only warning they will receive. That innocent souls might be saved. I now state the truth. Zero. And he remembered other words he'd heard from Clover.
I think Zero is one of us.
Huh?
One by one, Junpei looked at the 5 people standing in front of him. Well, not you. Santa, June, 7, Lotus.
Zero is one of us? No. Wait, there's one more person. Snake. The man who died in the shower room isn't Snake. That means he's almost certainly still alive. Maybe Snake is Zero. Maybe he made Guy X wear his clothes so that we'd all think he was dead. Where's Snake now? What if he's off somewhere laughing at us?
What if he's in a sarcophagus?
He is Zero.
What?
He must have been lying to us about everything else. Is he watching us?
No, he's blind, Junpei.
Yeah, come on, man. It's like the one thing he's not doing.
Yeah. Is he pretending to be blind? Unlikely, considering that Clover's his sister.
I believe I've finished with my confession. Why don't we get moving?
Yeah.
He sounded as if he'd just finished doing nothing more exciting than describing the weather. For Santa, it was the last straw.
What the hell is this shit? You aren't going anywhere, you son of a bitch! We're gonna leave your ass here to rot!
Why? Because I killed Clover? That's ridiculous. Why are you so upset that I killed the little bitch?
Jesus!
It was nothing to you. A stranger you only met a few hours ago. Am I wrong?
You bastard!
7 roared and lifted a fist that would likely have shattered Ace's jaw, but someone else was faster. Oh, hell yeah, it was Lotus. She stepped towards Ace, raised a fist of her own, and drove it straight into his nose.
Blindsiding me with a punch, huh? You've got some fire, don't you?
I'm immune to
I
pain.
confess, I rather like a tough woman.
I've always planned to kill you.
He sniffed and wiped a small trickle of blood from his nose with a raised
Well,
eyebrow.
maybe you'd like another one then.
Before that, let me give you one of my own.
Huh?
Lotus scarcely had time to blink. Ace snaked his arms around her and pulled Lotus's back up against him, not hot. In the same motion, he reached into his coat pocket. It was a gun.
He has the gun.
Who could have seen this coming?
What a shocker. We should leave that here. That's too powerful. What an idiot.
I love that he didn't even suggest that. Like, that was not him.
No, Junpei said
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he was
Junpei's
like,
an
oh,
idiot.
thank God. Like,
Yeah.
this is gonna work out great for me.
I agree, Junpei. You're an
We
idiot.
should do that.
We should leave the gun here.
Almost lazily, he tilted it to point at Lotus's
If any
head.
of you so much as blink, I won't hesitate to pull this trigger. I've already killed 3 people. Don't think I'm not ready to make it 4.
3 people? What do you mean?
Very well. Let me take this opportunity.
The ninth guy. Are we not being clear?
The person who killed the 9th man was me. Although I suppose to be more accurate, I encouraged him to get himself killed. While we were examining the main staircase, he came to me and told me his name.
Like an
I
idiot.
recognized it at once, so I gave him a little push. Just a little white lie. It seems the settings for the dead were altered. Now it only requires a single person to deactivate the detonator in the bracelet. Investigate what's beyond door 5. We'll meet again later. And with that,
Okay. Have
Miss
a
him.
good one,
Miss him every day in his fashion
I'm
choices.
going off ahead now. Well then. Why is it stopping? God damn it!
He did say this.
Yeah.
Open the door, please! I'm begging you! Help me! Please get me out of here! Oh my god, oh my god! There's no time left! Listen! I was lied to! He lied to me! He put me in here!
Yeah, I can't be more
It was
specific.
him. He killed me!
You know, you're having a breakdown. Just having a bad
I
day.
have 4
Cool.
reasons for killing him.
Great.
Let's talk about them
As
one
I
by
said
one.
before, in the nonary game, the number 9 bracelet is of utmost importance. If I had allowed him to keep such a useful tool, he, or it, would have become a threat to me. As such, I decided that he should be eliminated early on. I wanted the number 9 bracelet.
That
If I
kind of
could
goes
manage
hand in
to
hand with
Yeah.
number one.
I would be able to
Really,
manipulate
those probably
the
could have
game
been
as I
merged
saw
into
fit.
one
I would be
reason.
unable to acquire the bracelet unless its owner was dead. That's the second reason. Even setting aside his number, he would have been nothing but trouble for me. He was aware of my past. He knew what happened here 9 years ago. It was important that I eliminate him before he was able to disseminate this information. Lastly, I wished to conduct a simple test. A test to see if this nonary game was serious, or a poor attempt at a
Shove
joke.
him through the door.
I needed to be quite sure. As such, I encouraged him to act against the rules so that I might observe the outcome.
Junpei glared at
I
him.
don't get your third motive. What the hell happened 9 years ago?
Didn't I say? The nonary game was played.
No, you said.
Yeah,
I
we've
planned it
covered
out,
this.
And I conducted its execution.
Why? What on earth was it supposed to do?
I don't really think I have any obligation to tell you that.
Ace smirked. He was trying to provoke them, and it was working. Although Ace had paid very little attention to Lotus after catching her, the gun had never wavered from her temple. She looked quite pale, and when she spoke, her voice shook.
Hey, what's with this gun? Where did he get this?
Why don't you tell her, Santa?
Santa ground his teeth and glared at
The
Ace.
other side of door 6. We found the gun in the coffin in the cargo room, right? The bastard must have
Lotus is
grabbed
like,
it
I
when
swear
we
to
weren't
fuck,
looking.
if this
Indeed,
gun
I
kills
did.
me, it's you guys'
That was a
fault.
pretty serious mistake, you know? Just saying you intended to leave it behind.
Ace laughed, a short, derisive snort, and gave Junpei a sickeningly pitying look.
Well, there isn't much time left. I'll be off then.
Well, where are you going?
Do I really need to explain? I had assumed it would be obvious.
Yes, it
I have
was.
It
the
is.
number 9 bracelet. And now I have Lotus.
Yes, thank you.
Wasn't there a door with a 9 on it in the room that looked like a church? That's where you're going, isn't it?
And how do you know that?
Santa told me about it while we were looking for Clover.
I see. Well, you are correct. That is my destination. But now I must say goodbye to all of you. Ah, and please, don't forget my warning. Move and I'll pull the trigger. I don't need her alive to open the door, you know.
As he spoke, Ace began backing towards the door, practically dragging Lotus behind him.
I mean, you're gonna kill her anyway, so we should
just do it now.
We should just attack you.
Yeah.
Shit! He's getting away! We can't risk it.
Risk what?
Him shooting her, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot her anyway.
They had no doubt he would pull the trigger. Ace reached the exit.
Now, Lotus, open the door for me if you would.
He wouldn't have been able to open the door. He forced Lotus to open it and then turned and addressed them once more.
Goodbye.
Then he stepped through the door. Well, this was going well. Till it wasn't. In the blink of an eye, they were gone. As soon as Ace and Lotus were gone, Junpei and the others leapt for the door. Oh, not the time, Queen.
Ugh.
She's dying. June was kneeling on the floor, breathing heavily.
Hey, June, what happened? Are you alright?
Santa ran to June and wrapped his arm around her. Hey, don't touch my girlfriend! Before she could collapse all the way.
Jesus, you're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay?
June's fever had returned, again for no apparent reason. Her eyes were watery and her eyelids drooped. Her breath came in dry, shallow gasps.
I'm okay. Really, I'm fine. You should be worrying about Lotus.
She was breathing hard now and she could barely summon the strength to talk.
But...
Junpei was torn. He couldn't leave June alone in the state she was in. But every moment they waited, Ace was farther away, Lotus's life in his hands. What was Junpei supposed to do? June's eyes drifted to Junpei. She managed to muster a weak smile.
Jumpy, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Don't you remember? I just needed to rest a little bit last time. So please, please save Lotus.
Think about what Ace has already done, Junpei. When he's got what he needs from Lotus, you really think he's just gonna let her walk away?
Damn it.
Yes.
You
Again,
guys go on ahead.
we should have just fucking attacked him. She would have died. But honestly, in those moments, he probably would instead point the gun at us, so she'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe one of you guys would take a bullet, but you
well, I
can
don't know. He
survive
might
still.
just shoot her because,
Well,
again, he doesn't need her alive.
Well, if 3 people lunge at you, your first reaction is not to
It's
pull
to-
the trigger at the person you have
That's
hostage.
true.
It's to point the gun at your attackers. So she'd be fine, probably. And then one of you would take a bullet. You'd probably live, because a single bullet wound often doesn't kill you. And you could just beat him to death and be fine.
As soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Go!
Alright.
Junpei looked at June.
Huh.
She nodded once. She couldn't manage much more. But it was all the confirmation Junpei needed. His resolve was set.
All right. Come on, Seven. We're going after Ace.
I remember I had a teacher who was a paramedic in high school, and he talked about, it's like, a single bullet wound is, like, surprisingly non-lethal.
Yeah.
But 2 bullet wounds become suddenly much more lethal.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
the problem.
oh, interesting.
Hell yeah!
Hell
Santa,
yeah.
you
Let's
take
go
good
after
care
the
of
guy
June.
with the gun.
I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you with my girlfriend.
Got it.
Santa nodded.
She combusts.
Junpei turned before he had a chance to change his mind and started running towards the door. He could hear Seven's heavy footsteps behind him.
Let's go.
We've wasted enough time. They exploded into the hallway, their feet pounding the metal floor as they ran. Well, they had to wait for the elevators, so they were maybe not that far behind.
Do we have any plan?
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Alright.
At least remember the way back. I probably would have gotten lost. It's a long way. Junpei and Seven had finally arrived at the church, exhausted and out of breath. As their lungs struggled to catch their breath, their eyes frantically scanned the room.
Where are they?
I don't see them.
You think they already went through?
He reached up to wipe a palmful of sweat from his brow. Ew.
Maybe.
Even as he spoke, Junpei was already on his way to the larger of the number 9 doors.
Let's check the red.
The display panel read vacant. He spun around and headed towards the smaller door. This read to tell him if Ace and Lotus had moved to another room. Ah.
Engaged. It's occupied.
That means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah,
They took
it
the
seems
small
like
door.
Weird.
Why? Junpei and Seven stepped away. They retreated to the center of the room and began to talk.
What do we do now?
Yeah, what should we do? Well, the big door is still vacant, but
The two of us can't do anything with it.
yeah, not even counting how our digital route isn't 9.
Just then, as they were pondering what to do next,
It's Snake.
there was a noise. A noise like someone hitting a thick wooden panel.
So I guess everyone but us can go through unless we go get Clover's bracelet, in which case the 6 of us can go through in 2 combinations.
Well, you can't because the door's engaged. We only have one door left.
Right.
What's that sound?
Junpei looked up, surprised. Seven followed suit, his eyes jumping around the room, looking for the source of the sound.
So they'd have to leave you behind if the 4 living people go through right now.
For the love of God, help him!
Please, someone open
It's
the
coming from over there.
sarcophagus.
It wasn't long before they found the altar. Or more precisely, what was on it.
The coffin.
Yeah.
Let's open it.
How?
By force!
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you never know till you try, right?
Beat
The
it
only
to death.
necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
I did.
I forget.
I don't know.
Anyway, we've got to try.
Junpei 7 leapt at the coffin, but grabbed hold of wood purchase.
Damn it!
See? Didn't I tell you? If you could just pull it open, why would it have something like that?
7 pointed a keypad on the side of the coffin.
Right.
It's the same
So unless I put in
combination.
the right passcode, it's not gonna open.
It could be the same combination.
Yes, we hear you! The noise hadn't stopped. In fact, as it continued, it had only gotten louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do,
Is there some
Junpei
sort
wondered.
of clue somewhere.
Ooh, look at this beautiful 3D.
A puzzle.
They stood there for a few moments, staring at the coffin, and then 7 spoke.
Hey, Junpei, I remember you mumbling about some weird numbers over by the bathroom in the first-class cabin. You got those numbers by solving the secret message Clover was holding, right? Truth had gone, or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What about it?
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock that
That's
safe.
so
Yeah, but
stupid.
the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero set up both of
That
these.
doesn't go by
Yeah,
escape room
probably.
rules.
Well, then they might have
You
set the
use
same
something once,
passcode
you don't
for
use
both.
it again.
That's ridiculous.
That's true.
Why don't you just try it? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
That's ridiculous. That someone used the same password for 2 different devices. No one does that.
It'd just be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number.
Man, Junpei's
Junpei's such a
stupid.
How do you know that?
downer.
Never know until you try. The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who's
You.
fine?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm gonna do it even though it's a waste of time.
He knelt down in front of the keypad and looked at it. Perhaps because he'd repeated them so many times, the numbers came easily to his mind.
14, 38, 34, 21.
1438
Good job.
3421.
Quickly, he typed them in. 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Oh, it took a moment.
Hooray.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
Now I feel like an idiot.
And it's Snake.
With a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off onto the floor. Someone sat up from inside. Yay!
Snake!
The boy!
I'm in my vampire outfit today, boys.
You. Why?
Well, they did take
those
his clothes.
voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are
He's
the
so
others?
chill.
Are they elsewhere?
Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone else would be. Junpei and 7 looked at one another. There was a great deal he needed to know, but they had to tell him something. However, so they began to talk. Snake explained to them how he came to be locked in the coffin. Apparently, he'd been hit with some sort of knockout gas. And Junpei and 7 explained what had happened to the rest of them.
Of course he was.
I see. I believe I got the gist of everything. Have I been sufficiently caught up?
No, there was one thing they kept from him. There was one thing, however, that neither 7 nor Junpei could bring themselves to say. That Ace had killed Clover. They feared if Snake knew, he might well go insane. They decided as much by a look the moment Snake had climbed out of the coffin.
That still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here.
We've still got no clue about Zero's true identity, let alone why the hell he's doing all this. Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is all this stuff somehow related to that notary game that was played 9 years ago?
No.
Probably not. Probably not.
Hey, Snake, do you know anything?
Should we put the question to Snake? His answer was less than illuminating.
What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying.
Seemed as though Snake was perhaps not being entirely honest, but that knowledge did Junpei 7 little good.
Come on, just tell us if you know. I don't know what to tell you. How can I know something I don't?
He's such a
Dead
shit.
Percy.
I know, that's honestly, I love him so much.
Yeah, how could I tell you if I know not?
I'm
of
like,
what I
this is
see?
just Taliesin.
Yeah.
Like, it's becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give it, and every second they spent asking him was a second wasted.
Bad. We're running out of time.
We need to go
Right.
after Ace.
However, they stood in silence, the overpowering atmosphere of the chapel almost stifling. Junpei 7 and Snake simply stood at a loss for what they should do next.
What do we do now?
He glanced over at Snake's wrist. Sure enough, he could see the 2 on the bracelet on Snake's wrist.
The 3 of us can't make a digital root of 9.
Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck here then.
Oh. Hey, I just remembered something.
7 began patting his pockets as if he were checking to see if any of them held anything.
Does he have his sister's bracelet?
What?
Did he loot her
What is
corpse?
I found something earlier.
What did you find?
Just
Yes.
show it to Junpei. He finally found the pocket he wanted, and his hand dove into it. 7 pulled out something round and metal. A bracelet.
Oh.
You've seen this before. The dead dude in the captain's cabin has it.
Oh, you're right. He did.
There's no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face like a cartoon eye.
0. Zero's bracelet.
What did you say? Are you
I can't
saying
see
that
it, just
Seven
as a
has the
reminder.
number 0 bracelet?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he'd been able to see, he would have noticed 7 look away.
Right. Clover had it, right?
Clover had it, yeah.
Clover gave it to me.
She did?
Gave.
Yeah.
How did she come by it?
Well, she found it. See, on the other side of door 1, A deck, the captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it because it was too big and bulky for her to be lugging around.
It's a bracelet.
Yeah.
See if I could tell right away that 7 wasn't telling the truth.
I looted it off her corpse. But
He-
I didn't take her bracelet, though.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. Didn't want to disturb
He
the
did say
privacy,
this.
you know?
Yeah.
Basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
All right, Junpei. Been nice knowing you.
Wait, what?
Come on.
See
man,
ya,
I'm just
fucker.
kidding.
Nope, just kidding.
Still, just in case, I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand, all right?
Wait, no, don't. That's,
I mean,
just hold it over.
there's nothing that says these doors only open once.
Well, it said the red says engaged.
Yeah, but they always say that until the person goes through it
Well,
and finishes the
presumably,
door.
that's true, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, no one's getting through that right now.
Sure, but there's nothing to show that these are single-use doors.
To be fair, these are the final doors, so they
Sure.
could, there could be no puzzle on the other side and
That's
nothing to do another
assuming the
check.
same information as there's only one 9 door.
Yeah,
so that'd
no,
be
that's fair.
assuming incorrect information.
Okay.
I mean, if they are single-use doors, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah,
They
no, I
shouldn't be.
agree. I'm just saying maybe the engaged mechanism doesn't work the same as the other doors.
Right.
Once they've done that, Sem put the number 0 bracelet on the scanner panel. Show the
Yeah,
bracelet.
we're not gonna draw that.
Third asterisk appeared. Now they just needed to pull the lever and the door would open. Oh,
Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered the 0 bracelet.
Maybe it isn't actually 0.
Huh?
Maybe it's 10.
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the number 0 when scanned. That is what I'm saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can determine what number that bracelet actually contains.
okay, we only have so
Got it.
many combinations right now with the 4 of us. I decided to use the following combination. Who do you want to try?
Well, 10 is still a digital root of... 10's a digital root of 1. So it would be, to get 9, you'd have to have Snake and Junpei and the bracelet.
Let's try Snake, me, and the bracelet.
Snake's...
If this combination works, then the number for this bracelet is 2.
It'd be 2.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, wait, the math doesn't check.
Where was I at where I thought this would work?
I don't know. You thought it was 1. Nope. Not 2.
For some reason, my mind went 10 is the same thing as 11, and then
That's fair.
Guess it's not 2.
Then?
Alright, try something else.
Cool. So all of them together makes 6. And Junpei and 7 is 12, so that's 3. Sure, do all of them
Let's
together.
try all
Why
3
not?
of us and the bracelet. If this combination works,
It's
then
4.
the number for this bracelet is 4.
Oh, is this supposed to tell you who 0 is?
Maybe.
Is the number
Then
that
this
0
way,
is?
then.
Okay, I got it.
Alright, it's the last one.
It's 6.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
If this combination
no.
works, then the number for this bracelet is 6.
That's cute. I like that.
Hate to break this to you.
Fun. Love it.
Bad news.
My girlfriend.
Yes, so it would seem.
Quick, go through.
No.
Leave him. Snake was, as usual, calm.
And smug. Talisman energy.
Door stood closed. Junpei's forehead furrowed as he
That means
thought.
the bracelet is actually 6.
Wait a
How is that
second.
possible? The display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0.
Oh no, not the noise they got. Creak and groan of tearing metal. With it came the sound of water pouring into parts of the ship that had until recently been dry.
Oh, gasp.
And that's not good. I guess our time's just about up, huh?
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. Let's go.
But, Snake, are you sure?
Yeah. You know that only Junpei and I can go through this way.
You needn't worry. I have a solution to this problem.
Of course
My
he
last
does.
Resort. But if now is not the time for last resorts, then when?
Last?
Resort?
Are we just ditching the other two?
I guess we're just ditching our girlfriend and Santa.
Well, to be fair, our girlfriend is apparently the villain.
Yeah.
And Santa's probably dead.
Why? He just stayed behind for a hot second. Unless she's implied no desire to kill anyone other than the
Well, maybe
four
we'll think we'll be
famous
able to come
people.
back for her, or... I mean, we do kind of have a mission.
Right.
Junpei 7 and Snake ran full tilt down a long, straight hallway. I guess he just came.
How did Snake get here?
He came.
How? Oh, it's his prosthetic arm. He just took his arm off. Oh, that's so silly.
Headed for the stern, had no time for distraction.
That's so silly. He just took his arm off.
Yeah.
Alright.
They ran, 7 spoke.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. I couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was Zero.
Valid.
Once they'd convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic about my chances of making it out of here alive.
He's
let
so
alone
sassy,
unscathed.
I love him.
I
Yeah.
felt it best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off.
Snake's plan had been simple, but effective. He simply removed his bracelet. How? To Junpei, it looked as though Snake had simply crushed the bones of his hand until they were small enough to fit through the wristband.
Oh, okay.
No, he kept his arm.
He kept his arm.
He
I
just-
thought he just pop his arm off
No,
and
he
throw it
literally
his
just-
sides.
Of course, that would have been practically impossible, so how had he done it?
My brother's left arm is, it's not like a normal person's arm.
It's kind of like my right hand. Not like a normal
Normal
right hand.
person's hand.
Yeah.
It has 4 fingers.
It's like a weird raptor hand.
It's fake. It's not a real arm.
Snake had slid the bracelet off and tossed it into the coffin.
I know this is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm glad that's a fake arm.
don't have to be afraid of the door if you don't got a bracelet.
You are correct.
He'd walk through the door easily without authenticating. He stepped out the other side unscathed and began running down the hall alongside Seven and Junpei. Kept running and eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. They stopped and peered down the staircase.
I think these stairs connect to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater.
They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. Took only a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck. There was a single hallway in front of them, at the end of which was a single door.
Let's go through that door.
There was definitely another door, but inside was a massive iron gate.
A shark.
A plate was affixed to the top of it. It read incinerator.
Incinerator?
Oh my. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Do you see a lever near the gate, perhaps?
Yeah, right over here.
How did you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take half a day or so.
Ugh. Junpei grumbled, gave Snake a dirty look, and jogged over to the lever.
If you pull it, the door ought to open.
Got it.
He pulled the lever down. Not how I thought that door was gonna open, honestly.
No.
With the rumble of an ancient motor, the door opened.
Seek a way out.
There was no need to hold back and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. Standing in front of them were Ace and Lotus.
Great.
Ace still held the revolver in his hand, but still pressed hard against Lotus's temple. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the tip. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. She was terrified. But perhaps more interesting was what Junpei saw behind them. Oh shit.
Another 9 door.
Another number 9 door.
Why? Why is there another one?
The door stopped Junpei in his tracks. It simply shouldn't have been there. As his brain finally began to consider why, the whine of a warning klaxon filled the air, drowning out any thought.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command. Has been acknowledged.
Great.
Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes.
Of course.
Evacuate
Of
the
course.
incinerator immediately.
Oh my, how exciting. You've run quite a
He's
show
chill.
here, Zero.
Terrifying smile twisted Ace's face.
What's the matter? Too frightened to understand? Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to
I
activate.
get
in 9
it.
minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake? Oh yes, you are alive.
Ah, shit.
I'm afraid your bizarre style had me confused. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
No, you're
Yeah.
not. Ace's voice didn't change. They grounded his
If you
teeth.
don't mind my asking, how did you get here? Snake, Junpei, 7. The 3 of you couldn't have opened a door with a knife. Did you use Clover's bracelet,
shit.
perhaps?
What?
Uh-oh.
Ah, well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on. Why did you think we'd have Clover's bracelet?
Junpei felt his chest
Oh,
tighten.
they haven't told you?
Told me what?
Clearly not. Normally I would take some time and enjoy the moment. But I'm afraid my time is at a premium just now. I'll have to make this quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace! Keep your goddamn mouth shut!
Clover.
I said stop it! Don't listen to him, Snake.
Junpei could feel his voice growing hoarse, but Snake didn't listen
What
to him.
happened to Clover?
Ace looked at him. The corners of his mouth curled into the hook of a cruel smile.
Clover died.
Color left Snake's face. He shook his head weakly.
That's not true. That's impossible.
So
That
sad.
can't be true. That's impossible. No!
It's a lie. It has to be a lie.
Darth Vader.
Oh, it's
No.
quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see.
No big deal.
What?
Oh shit.
Ah, he's not blind.
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
Did I fucking stutter? Snake's face twisted into a mask of rage, mottled red rising to dot his pale skin. His entire body shook. He looked at Junpei, disturbingly like a demon.
I would have rather she died with less suffering. A
Dude.
bullet in her brain, perhaps, would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, I was forced to settle for the knife. The one the 9th man has, you remember.
Rehashing
I
this.
believe I
in case-
caught her just below the shoulder blades.
Dude, you
I'm
really
very
don't
sorry.
need to, like...
My first thrust went right
Okay.
between her ribs.
What
Her
are you
flesh
trying to gain
was
here?
So soft. My knife slid in so easily. There was
You
no
fucking psychopath?
resistance.
Like...
I don't know.
That feeling was... I confess, I
He
feel
got
rather
off.
excited. It is a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope I can feel it again.
Great.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Shit, that whole thing took 2 minutes.
I'm going to kill you.
Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible.
What was that?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, so you're going to kill me. Please do. Come now. I'm waiting.
Don't do it! Don't listen to him, Snake! Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head.
I mean, you
Is there
can.
a
I don't
problem?
care.
What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister?
Don't! The Snake! Don't do it!
Snake can no longer hear them. Snake can no longer hear anything.
See, you could just if everyone charges him at this moment, you'd kill him.
Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber, full of rage and despair.
Snake! Snake!
Snake!
Yeah, like
Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. Lotus, run! She ran across the room towards Junpei, her eyes wide with terror.
Hurry! This way!
Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her, and she made a run for it. She reached... I like her little heel run.
Yeah.
She reached Seven and Junpei and ducked behind them.
Incineration will
We
begin
should...
in
We should
5
go.
minutes.
Give me the woman.
Give me the woman.
alright.
I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door.
Wow.
Well, you should have thought about that before you were
I don't have
stupid.
time for your shenanigans.
No shenanigans. The center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human Ew?
Yeah.
Ew. No, I don't want to read that. That's gross.
I see. Then it would seem I have no
Did we even check to see if
choice.
this gun was
The rest of
loaded?
You must die as well.
I don't know if we
Fortunately,
did.
I mean,
have
well,
5 bullets
okay,
left.
yeah, never mind, we
One
did.
for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man you call Seven. I will take Lotus's body with me and leave this room.
Okay, you should probably do it
Right.
instead of talking about it.
Well,
Again,
it looks as though our time together
I feel like
is
once
at
you have
an
reached
end.
this point, the doors behind you would no longer be engaged.
Yeah, I feel like.
Because you have reached to a point where you converge.
I feel like maybe once the thing turns on.
Or, I mean, once you get to a point where they converge together, it'd probably unengage.
Right? Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, we didn't have to scan anything, so I don't know how it would know that.
I guess you scanned the dead at the other side.
Yeah.
Rather
But presumably
enjoy
they had
playing
done that
with
as
you.
well and it stayed engaged.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that works.
Right.
Like, I get if it's you know, you unlock the puzzle room on the other side. That's why I was saying maybe it works differently because there's no puzzle room,
Right.
you know, theoretically on the other side of this door. So there's nothing to unlock.
Right. So maybe just this activating would do it.
Maybe. That's what I would say.
Goodbye.
Even though theoretically you wouldn't need to. Oh. He's up.
What?
He popped up at 1.
That's
He
impossible.
rolled a nat 20 on his death save.
Again, getting shot doesn't kill you.
Ace's composure broke. With obvious effort, their feet, Snake lunged forward, 1 step closer to Ace. Then another. He looked for all the world like a zombie.
I'll kill you. I'll kill
This is why you don't antagonize the man who loves his sister.
Yeah.
His voice was the mournful wailing of the undead.
Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. If you come any closer, I'll get away from me.
Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued his stiff, inexorable approach, his eyes... Dang it, how do you pronounce that word?
Inexorable.
Fuck. Why does that word's come up like 3 times
Yeah.
this week, and I hate it because I pronounce it wrong every single
You're
time.
completely fine. For me, it was subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle.
Subtle. His eyes twin pools of pure fury.
Listen to me. I said, don't come any closer.
You have a gun.
Shit. You bastard.
The gun didn't kill him. The gun didn't work. Oh, never mind. There goes all the gun.
Hell yeah.
His revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times the air in the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet.
So now he'll die.
Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leaped into the air across his body. A fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Jimmy made enough time to ponder what that meant before... And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled and his broken and battered body slid to the floor.
Incineration will begin in 3 minutes.
We should go.
Now you beat this man to death.
Finally, you're...
But Snake wasn't done.
I'll kill you.
He's still up.
Nice.
Even as the pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid towards Ace. Get him! One bloody arm wrapped itself around Ace's leg.
You won't get away.
And the other gripped his thigh with strength that should have been long gone.
You son of a bitch! You're a monster!
That was really... You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
Get off me! Let me go, damn you!
Oh no! He kicked at Snake with his free leg, driving his foot to Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder.
So this is the part where the rest of us, we go through the door.
Yeah, well, I don't think we can all go through the door.
Why? Oh, I guess Ocho's being left behind,
Yeah,
right?
bye, Ocho. Well, maybe we could just, like, walk out of the incinerator and then walk back in. That door wasn't locked.
Yeah, like, that door's...
I just feel like we should get out of the fire room.
That door doesn't seem like it's...
I feel like it's
closed,
reusable.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that door didn't close behind us.
No, it didn't.
Why
Well,
would we leave?
it did close behind them, so...
Yeah.
Because we'd reopen it, but...
I guess that's
it didn't say that it closed. I just feel like we should just walk outside.
Yeah, we should just leave. That's the other thing. Like, okay, is there a combination with Ocho that gets us there?
So we have an extra 6.
We have an extra 6.
We don't have 3 and 6. So now we have.
So if we do 7, 5.
We didn't bring the 2 bracelet either, so count that out.
Right. Theoretically, we can go get it.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to open that door from the other side.
That's true. Okay, so let's say we have 7, 5, and 8. That gets you to 20.
Ugh. And then maybe we could have 1 once he dies, but that only gets you to 3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then you'd have the 6.
And 6. So we.
But
could...
that's 5 total, right?
Yeah, we could all get out.
Yeah, we could get.
We
All
could
right,
get
cool.
out. All right, we just need him to
Wait till he
die.
dies. Yeah.
Please die. It make no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once a snake has ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it.
This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together.
What?
Nice.
Incineration
We need to go.
in 2 minutes.
Let's leave.
Yeah, damn it! Damn you! Get off! Let me go, you monster! Okay, look.
Now we're at the bargaining phase.
My company owns a wonderful hospital. It has excellent doctors. You're not wounded too seriously.
I shot you
can fix up
6
easily.
times.
You don't have to die. You can be saved. Just let me go.
No mercy, Percy.
Pathetic. Begging for your life.
And Seven and Lotus began to speak. Jimmy could hear tears in their voices, and their words were strange.
That's enough. You can stop now.
What are we talking about?
No.
Let's get out of the room.
We need to get out.
This dude took 6 bullets to the chest. He's as dead as a person can be.
Can be. Leave him here.
Frankly, crazy that
He's up.
He's alive right now.
Yes! He's right, Snake. You've done enough!
Come on, Snake. Let's go. Let's get
Just
out
tired
of
of seeing people die, I
Come with
guess.
us. We have to leave together.
Snake turned toward them. He coughed and blood splattered across the floor. I mean, technically, if we did open the door right now, we could take him because he doesn't have a bracelet on.
He's dead, though.
But yeah, he's dead.
I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't.
Well, also, we can only open the door for all of us if we get aces.
Oh, that's true. Well, we could just
Best.
whack him over the head.
We have to rip his arm off to get his
Well, we could
bracelet.
slam him on there if we bring him with us and then just
Oh,
shoot him afterwards or
That's
something.
true. Well, no, because then all of you have to dead it.
That's true.
So you have to get him all the way to the dead.
I'm going to.
Presumably. Again, this is past the... This might be the last door.
Right.
Shut up! Be quiet!
I couldn't save Clover. My sister
What?
died because of me.
Because I was knocked unconscious?
Because I was gassed.
This will begin to atone for that.
Because I guess theoretically, June gassed me, somehow got to the sarcophagus.
Yeah,
I
unclear.
assume pulled that other dude out of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, well, he must have been hidden in there.
Swapped us, and then put the other dude in the hospital, then snuck away while he was just kind of shambling like a sad boy while he was drugged.
Yeah.
That's a lot to do.
Yeah, it's a lot to accomplish, but we did have a whole hour.
She can forgive me.
I guess.
Remember us questioning why we were like, why do we want a whole ass hour to look for this shit?
You
Right.
have to go.
Incineration.
And then I guess she also took that opportunity to put the things back
Yeah.
in the machines.
1 minute.
God damn it!
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Bye!
Junpei!
Junpei, get the hell out! There were white lines down Snake's cheeks where his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt as though half of his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung and he tried desperately to swallow to clear the lump in his throat.
This is the moment where you go, dude, rock solid.
Yeah,
You
good.
get it.
You
and then
go.
you leave.
Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get
I
out
love
of
you.
here now.
Junpei.
I know we didn't know each other very well, but you are a homie. Pure emotion surged through his heart along the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, a tremendous wave growing, and then it broke, and he's fucking sad.
Snake!
I read it.
Snake!
I mean,
That is so silly.
Well, there's
it's
only
like,
two
it's a
snakes.
super emotional moment. And you go, Snake! Like,
I mean,
one
he
of the
picked
most
the name Snake.
meme-worthy, like, lines in Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god.
hang on, wait, maybe he'll say it one more time. He was driven by instinct, and he launched himself across
What?
the floor.
No! Dog!
Or he tried to. Oh, nope, don't worry. Seven's got you.
Yeah, what are you doing, Junpei? You and your insane clothing taste.
His layers. They would
His
protect
layers.
him from the fire.
Oh, you're right. He's got this insulating vest. His chest will be fine.
Yeah, that might actually do the opposite in the
No,
fire.
insulation helps both ways.
That's true. Is that gonna melt, though?
Oh, well,
His
yeah,
outer vest?
eventually. He will probably it'll melt while the rest of him cooks.
Yeah.
So,
It was 7. Before he had time to react, the larger man had pinned Junpei's arms to his sides and was hauling him bodily back towards the door.
No!
no.
No! I have to help Snake! Snake!
And
Snake! Get off of me!
damn it.
Let me
They
go!
knew.
Yeah, they knew.
They were like, we can't put in a third one.
Begin in 10 seconds.
Jesus Christ, get out. Dude, accept your L.
7.
Again, great voice acting,
Yeah.
though.
Damn it, I don't get a choice, kid! Don't blame me for this, alright?
He punched him in the stomach.
Yeah.
Just shove him over your shoulder.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
0.
Oh no.
Yes, the door was just open the whole
Yeah.
time. Alright.
Why did we have to reopen it?
3 are locked down.
Oh, I
Oh,
guess
because they
there was
got in a
another
different
open
way.
door. Yeah, but that means
Yeah.
there was another open door.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Incineration.
I forgot. They didn't come through the same door we did. So Junpei felt Seven's fist bury itself deep in his stomach, and then his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. Slammed shut behind them. Junpei struggled to shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus only a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door.
No, he's...
Maybe he'll live. He lived through getting shot 6 times.
Hypothetically, if you turned the incinerator off right now, you just bleed to death
Yeah.
anyway.
There was a small window. So you could see Ace and Snake.
Shit!
Yeah, he's
Sure.
already dead. Look.
Damn you all! Why?
Well,
Why?
this is a great way for him to go.
Yeah,
I don't deserve this! Answer me!
you do.
Answer me, Zero! Why? Why?
I always love this ending, because
Zero!
so hard. He deserves this so hard. Oh, there's the fire.
Zero!
And we watched a man burn to death.
Yeah.
It was gross. He didn't know how much time had passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator.
It was a couple minutes.
He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and if not for the hand she'd put against the wall, Junpei didn't think she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired and used. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing. He simply began to walk towards the open door in the hallway they'd come down earlier.
Hey, wait! Junpei!
Junpei, where are you going?
Fuck if I know, man. Just not here.
Yeah.
He blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped.
You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June.
Maybe they think
How,
that's...
though?
You're gonna bring them here?
How?
Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait.
Well, because he has...
I guess you could go get the 4 bracelet, and they match to 9.
Yeah, they're 9,
So
so...
the 4 of them could step through.
Yeah. He began to walk again. Whatever. I'll just
Alright,
go.
Sure.
He looked over his shoulder and watched Seven. Well, actually, you know, great question. Would the bracelet, Ace's bracelet worked after it had been incinerated?
I mean, the other guy's bracelet worked after his body was exploded.
That's true. It was
So,
pretty solid.
I know those are 2 different types of damages, but...
But, you know,
I
I guess
don't
there's
know,
a
maybe.
chance, but
well,
also
but you
maybe.
don't... do you still need
Well, I was
Ace's
gonna say if it
bracelet?
was just those guys, then yes, you would. But
So, I guess you're dealing with the...
what do you have?
So we have 3 and 6, they match. We have
7, 8, 5.
7, 8, and 5.
4. We could get 4.
We can get the 4,
And then we have an extra 6.
Yeah. So 7, 8, 5, 4, 6. You need the 1, right?
Yeah, I think.
Because 7, 8.
Well, also, Kiz, do you think this door has the same restriction where only 3 to 5 people can go through the door? Because that's going to be a problem.
You could
He
try it.
stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. Because that'll be a hot issue.
Yeah.
He turned around again. He knew where he was going, because now there is only one door.
Oh, there's an elevator
If I
here.
can get it to work, then maybe.
Oh, perfect. Well, I mean, you know, problem with door not solved, but
Okay.
next to the door was a button with a triangle on it.
Please work.
What the hell was this elevator? He pushed it and the door opened.
Cool.
There's a bunch of water inside. You drown. Oh.
Oh, into
Dude,
the
it's a large hospital room.
How
There
convenient.
was a
June!
fucking elevator in
Santa!
here. Kept calling and he walked to the center of the room. Guys? Try as he might, he couldn't find them.
Damn it. Where did they go?
Increasingly frustrated and increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling, but there was a part of him that felt it would be wrong to, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead.
Guys?
Guys? They did say they were gonna... Wow, we really are looking everywhere, huh?
It's greatest hits.
Yeah. It's great, we love it. Hello? Guys? They did say they were gonna try and follow us, but...
Alright.
Not that they would have been able to. Okay, we're just coming back here. This checks.
Seek a way out.
Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the chapel. He walked around for like 3 hours. He stepped inside, but there on the red carpet in the center of the room... June! No, codenames didn't matter. She was Connie!
Connie!
Acorn!
Junpei cried her name and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her.
Connie!
He stumbled to a stop. As he looked down at her body, lying so still on the floor, he felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was still, so
No.
very still.
It can't be. It's impossible.
Slowly, Junpei bent down towards her. His hand shook and he felt very cold and very hot at the same time. He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly it rose and fell.
Alright.
Relief washed over him.
Connie!
Junpei reached down and gently, very gently lifted her up.
Connie! Connie, are you alright?
Jumpy?
That's not good. Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold. Very cold. Junpei tried to convince himself it was only his imagination, but she felt as though she was fading away. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest.
Oh man. Connie, what the hell happened to you? You feel...
Jumpy, I'm sorry.
Her voice was very faint.
I might not make it.
You did all this,
Jumpy, I'm not real.
and your girlfriend's gonna die.
No way.
I go to another school, Jumpy. I'm your girlfriend from Canada.
No!
I'm not actually real.
Thank you, Jumpy.
Bing bong, no!
You're gonna ruin this one too.
For everything.
No, look, she's gonna fade into flower petals, like Kung Fu Panda.
I was really happy
My time has come.
to see you again, Jumpy.
Talk about the rabbits.
Yeah, she's
Talk
like,
about the rabbits one more time.
my purpose fulfilled. I killed Ace. Now I can go. And she turns into sand.
Really happy.
I just spiritually know that he's dead.
Yeah. Of course. She was soul bound to kill this man.
Ah,
It was her warlock pact
Yeah.
to get all this money, I guess.
yeah.
Jumpy,
Up
did you
an exorbitant amount of money.
But then she had to spend it on this, so I feel like that's kind of.
You know, that's part of the warlock pact,
Yeah.
you know?
You meant a
It was
lot
just to
me
see him again.
when we were
Yeah.
kids.
Her unique weakness, fainting.
I've liked you for a long time.
Like in a weird way, you
A
know?
really long time.
Like I kept thinking about you after we graduated and cut contact entirely. It was weird, you know? I stalked you on Facebook.
You
Anyway.
cry.
It's weird.
Listen. It is weird.
It's weird.
Like-
Look, I get it.
We had
Them-
the whole discussion last
Them
time.
together is cute, but there's no reason why they couldn't have,
I wish they were like
in
high
high
school
school.
sweethearts. Yeah.
yeah, or college, and they could have graduated, you know? Like, I don't know. I guess this had to have not been like 9 years ago, and they would have been kids when they were 9 years ago, so like...
Yeah, because he's like 21. They were
You
like
could
12.
have made this experiment happen to older children, you know?
Yeah.
And then just say like, all right, yeah, 9 years ago I was 15, and now I'm 24. You know,
Yeah.
we're high school sweethearts or whatever.
He looked down at Connie. There was a crack of static from above his head, and a voice spoke.
Zero.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Where are you hiding?
He's in front of you, dumbass.
Jubei frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice. Eh?
It's pre-recorded. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Time limit didn't matter, by the way. I made that all up.
No.
Best of luck.
No, it hasn't.
I was gonna give you like a 30-minute grace period just to be
Yeah.
nice about it.
Not
But
that really matters. How's the voice responding is my question.
pretty weird, isn't
Up
it?
until this point, all of the voices were
Pre-recorded.
pre-recorded vibes. Like, it could have not been pre-recorded, but pre-recorded vibes.
Zero knew what Junpei was gonna say.
I guess that's possible.
Why?
She knew exactly how Ace would act, like, completely. So, that's an idea.
Wow, get fucked.
Ah.
You're an idiot.
What are you talking about?
The fuck does that mean?
What are you talking about?
You.
Ace is the
I
loser.
told you, I am not gonna lose. What?
Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before he heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it Zero?
Connie, wait here. I'll be right back, I promise.
She managed a single nod. Junpei laid her back down gently and leapt for the door.
She's gonna fade out of existence.
If you aren't looking at her, she's not real. He yanked it open and shot outside.
Object permanence, no!
No one. The hall was empty. There's nothing moving anywhere.
Where are you? It doesn't matter. I need to get Connie out.
He didn't want to leave Connie alone any longer than he had to, so he turned around and headed back to the chapel. She's gone.
I was mostly kidding.
Object permanence, man. It's a bitch.
I think she did turn into sand or flower petals.
Well, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Connie.
No, but they drifted into the wind.
The wind that's in this closed room.
Obviously.
She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She'd been lying there on the floor just moments before, and now she was gone.
Oh, God. No. No.
No, she faded away because she was never real.
Where is she?
My girlfriend!
Connie.
Hang on.
Connie.
Hang on.
Connie.
We had to put it 4.
Snake!
This Christ split the heavens themselves.
Sean!
Jason! He screamed until his voice gave out. Then he screamed some more. But there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away and all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence.
Where's Santa?
That was when he noticed it.
Oh.
Strange
Gas attack.
smell, one he'd smelled before.
Wait.
No!
This is
No! They got me again!
Oh, knockout gas. Not again.
white smoke.
9 seconds later.
9 seconds
It's great that
later.
we timed it.
So
Junpei's
dumb.
mind winked out.
Bad end. Who smoke bombed us?
Well, that's the real question, isn't it?
Yeah. Santa.
He wasn't there. He could have been dead somewhere. You didn't see his body, but you didn't see him either.
Yeah. Who among our remaining folks would be an accomplice? I mean, maybe Santa. That'd be a wild thing to do. Because, you know, she's Zero, so then someone's like a stand-in Zero while things are happening.
Song slaps. And what did someone say last time? When you want to listen to rock music, but also the ambulance is on its way. Somebody in the chat said that last. I'm not gonna take credit for that. So yeah, now we only have one ending left.
Alright. Next time.
And now we have to do like all of the the dialogue ones, which I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Also, hilariously, for some reason Taliesin is credited as morphogenetic field voice and not actually accredited.
Wait, what?
I'm wondering if it was a union issue.
Who's the voice for Deuces then?
No, it is Taliesin.
Snake. Oh.
Like, it's definitely Taliesin.
But
he wasn't
also
credited.
Credit for
No, that's how he's credited in the credits. Look for it the next time it scrolls by.
He was credited as
Morphogenetic field voice.
And then there's no one credited for Snake?
Like, they don't,
Or is it?
they don't, like, credit specific.
Voice actors?
Yeah, it's just in order, I think.
Oh, weird.
But that is what it says for him. Chance of loss is not 0.
That's very silly.
So let me just see. Oh, is it going to show you the video now?
This is the trailer. Oh, Titanic. Gordain.
God, this video,
Dead body.
This video's flat. I don't know why they show you that there. It's
Now
fucking
it is
weird.
time. Let our game begin.
So I believe
Did we get that before?
I think it shows up on like the menu screen if you.
Well, I remember
just,
there's a big long video at the very beginning that had like some stuff and then some flashes.
I think it was that.
And I remember it was
There's
like
also
I'm
one
sure
in
there's some
VLR
spoilers
that's,
in here
that's
that
longer.
I won't understand. Like there were like some gas mask flashes and a couple other things.
So wait, so can you save?
Yeah.
Just to see if it gave me both. Okay, so it didn't, so that's annoying.
So these two would be it, right?
Yeah, so one of those. Okay, so now we have this one.
I have the triangle key.
Yeah, which will let
goes
us.
to this one, right?
Yes.
Oh, rest in peace. One.
I don't know what the fuck
question
that
mark.
is. It doesn't matter.
So I've got to do this one, then this one.
Yeah, so the path we go through is, I believe, 4. It's 4, 7, 1. So that's the room with Santa and Lotus at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The second
what
class
I
cabin.
did other than the last choice.
Yes.
Where I get the thing from Santa, I give it to Clover.
Yeah.
And then I go into this.
And then you also have to talk to 7 about Ice 9, and you have to learn about Ice 9 in the freezer.
Right. I remember, because that's in the same time where he gives you the the bookmark.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you just gotta basically learn all of the shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure. We might just want to like test it at some point and see, because I'm not sure how it will treat this like story locks, you know?
What do
Because
you mean?
the like getting the bookmark is in the middle of the escape room.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh god, are we gonna have to like do all of them again? Like, I might try and look it up in the interim. Like, now we're just restarting. Let me try and Google it. 999. How would I ask this question? Like, dialogue choices saved. So like, question about replaying. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
We're also, like, not on a boat. I know I haven't brought this up, but
Why do you think you're not on a boat?
Because that's not how water works. They, quote, flooded a level above, but didn't flood the lower levels, and we're also not sinking. Like, that's not how boats work.
What the?
Like, I'm just not sure. And I don't know how to Google it. Like,
Whoa!
I get to the main menu.
menu, and then I think you might have to like save, but like then we could go to the flowchart.
There we go.
I just that's what I don't remember. I just don't remember if we can. Spooky? The fuck? Oh, maybe we get do we get another video or something? That's cool. I didn't. Oh, maybe that was just a trailer for the game. So like, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to like test it. 'Cause I have no idea. Okay, Reddit doesn't want to load.
Huh?
I said, okay, Reddit doesn't want to load anymore.
That's alright. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so now we only have one left to do. Very exciting. Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I like this ending a lot. I think Snake's a badass.
Yeah.
I like him getting his
Whammy.
badass moment when he gets to like, when he's like absent for so much of the story, and you're like, dude, that guy was awesome, and then he just died. Like,
Yeah.
that was lame.
Alright.
And then he shows
Lame.
up again and he gets to be a cool dude.
And then he dies again.
And then he dies again. But he gets to die while being a cool dude, which is
Yeah.
what matters.
A cool dude moment.
Yay.
Alright.
Okay. Well, we'll come back with more of this next week.
Sounds
Probably.
good.
We'll see what happens. Not gonna commit to anything. And yeah. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night. Oh god, it's starting again. Oh wait, this is the longer one.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah, there is the longer one.
Why do I know?
I thought this was
Why do I know?
I
These things. Where am I?
It's just so cute.
We have been chosen. Ice 9. Some nonsense.
Glycerin.
1,500 victims. Telepathic mechanism hypothesis. Orthogenetic fields. Maybe it's about the devil. Nonary game. I am Zero.
Song also slaps.
Ha! Dead captain.
I know, I think we've seen pretty much everything at this
way
point, so.
Ah, Secret Door carries a 9. Look at all the doors. 9. 9 hours. The time you'll begin to escape. Okay, I think that was the intro I was thinking of. Now it's time. Our game begin.
Okay, well, we'll do the last ending next time. Hooray, so excited. We'll see you then. Goodbye.